sent him with his baptism certificate. He got baptized and he just wanted to get baptized.
I thought you only got one of those.
Me as the pastor, I suppose, right?
I thought you only got one of those. I'm just kidding.
I know, but
I'm just kidding.
He didn't have one of me signing
I know.
it. And
Yay! I was just kidding. Right?
And he is all homegrown. I grew him all by myself with the help of God. And so he's going to be bringing the word, and after him will be Brother Marcus. Oh, he has to go do something. So we'll pray. Lord Jesus, we just ask for an anointing. We ask that you just come into this place, that you just fill us with your holy presence, Lord Jesus. We just ask that you just cancel all fear and doubt and unbelief and just help us, Lord Jesus, to just look more like you and help us to get a word that we need. In Jesus' name, amen. Welcome, Jason.
Yes.
Well, I finally got a new notebook for all my sermons because I used up my last one in 2 folders.
Woo!
I just want to pray first. God, just use me today to speak to your people. More of you, less of me, God. And just let everything go smoothly, no interruptions. Tonight, God, in your name, pray, amen.
Amen.
I wanted to do a little thing as kind of like a group activity. If you notice, we're playing up here. I like everybody just to close their eyes and just focus on one thing. Imagine a plane that's flying up in the skies. It's a biplane which has 2 seaters. There's a person in the front. There's a person in the back. The person in the front is the best pilot you could ever imagine. The pilot that can do anything and everything. Pilot in the back is just a regular old guy. This plane's special. At any moment, either one of the pilots can take over and fly. And I want you to imagine plane flying overhead, and in the sky, it's just everything's going fine, everything's just working okay, and then out of nowhere, a storm hits. There was nothing on the radars, there was nothing anywhere, and it just came out of nowhere. We didn't even see it coming. And since the storm, there's lightning bolts. It hits your right wing and it hits your right wing and your right wing gets damaged. Here you have 2 choices. You can choose the front guy, the best pilot, or you can do it yourself. Using the back seat. You can trust and you can believe in the front guy, or you can choose the back person. We'll stop there and we'll get back to it a little bit later in the sermon. We all go through rough times. We all go through different trials. We all go through different measures. At times you want to get up and you just want to be done with it all. All the hurt, all the pain, all the tiredness, and all the horrible things in life. All the heartache, it just hurts, and everybody always just tells you it's going to be okay. And they're right, it's going to be okay, but after a while it doesn't help. After a while, when people tell you it's going to be okay, it doesn't fix the problem. When someone tells you it's going to be okay, you've heard it 5 other times from 5 different people, it doesn't help the problem, it doesn't fix the problem. I am here tonight to help you with that part, to help you fix the problem, not to just tell you it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, but through all this time, through all this trouble, through all this heartache, through all this junk that we go through, we can't just be told it's going to be okay and just the person walks off and you just deal with it. I wanted to show a little picture, and I've seen the picture many, many times. Up there it says, sometimes you just have to bow your head, say a prayer, and weather the storm. The funny part is the last line, weather the storm. There's one thing about that that's wrong, is weather the storm. We don't have to weather the storm because we have Jesus. He's Almighty God, He's all-powerful God. Revelations 1:8. I am the Alpha and the Omega, says the Lord God, who is and was and who is to come, the Almighty. Matthew 19:26. But Jesus beheld and said to them, with men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible.
Amen.
We have the best, most powerful, and true God on our side.
Woo!
Romans 8:31. What then shall we say in response to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us?
Man.
He's on our side, and we need to remember that more often. We have the almighty and all-powerful God, and he thinks we're to die for. Think about it for a second. God thinks we are to die for. All the things that we do wrong, all the sin, all the stupid things that we've done, he still thinks we're to die for it, because he still paid that price for us, just for us.
Right.
We're that special and beautiful to him. He just loves us that much. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever shall believe in him, he shall not perish but have everlasting life. He loves us, and I just want to read a little story. Mark 5:35-39.
That's all right.
In the same day, when the even was come, he saith unto them, let us pass over unto the other side. And when they had sent away the multitude, they took him even as he was in the ship. And there was also with him other little ships. And there arose a great storm of wind, and the waves beat into the ship, so that it was now full. All he was in the hinder part of the ship, asleep on the pillow. And they came and waked him, and say unto him, Master, carest thou not that we perish? And he arose and rebuked the wind, and said unto the sea, Peace, be still, and the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. Going back to the picture, you see, we don't have to weather through the storm.
I don't understand.
The disciples and Jesus, when they were on that boat, they didn't weather through the storm. God spoke up and told the storm to go away, and it did. We have the King of Kings on our side. Our God can calm storms. He really can. So you don't just have to weather through the storm, as people say. You just have to ask him to calm it. Matthew 21:22. In all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing ye shall receive. If we believe it, it will happen. It's as simple as that.
Amen.
There's no if or buts about it. Believe and receive. Did you know that God is waiting for you to ask for help? God wants to help. He's waiting. God actually tells us to give our troubles to him. Psalms 55:22. Cast thy burdens upon the Lord, and he will sustain thee. You shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. We aren't supposed to be hurt and depressed. And if you are, we have to give our troubles to God. He will help you. God is fighting for us.
Amen.
He's pushing back the darkness. John 1:5. The light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. This darkness, this is our troubles. The bad and the hurt. The light that doesn't work very well is our God. God is the light, which is much brighter. God, when the light hits the darkness goes away. God is the light, and he's pushing back our darkness. We actually think about this is it seems that God is, because it's a little light, you can see up here a little bit, but it seems that that's what it looks like to us, what God's doing, but it's much brighter. Like that. That's more God. He's filling up the room. He's taking away the darkness. He's actually really taking away the darkness so there's no more dark in it. Turn the lights now. He takes away like that. He takes away our troubles. He takes away our darkness. He takes all our burdens away. Just ask him to believe. He who hath delivered us from the power of darkness and hath translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son. God takes us out of the darkness. God can save you and calm this storm. Psalms 91:11. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. God given angels to watch over us. They fight for us and protect us too. Do you ever remember when you were really little, about 6 or 5, your mom or dad or whatever, they always told you, you have two guardian angels right there on both shoulders watching over you at all times. It's true. The Bible tells us so. He sends his angels to watch over us and to protect us.
Amen.
I really love that scripture, and I'm going to have to hang it up on my bedroom or something, and I encourage you to do that also. The scriptures reminder to us that we are guarded at all times by God's own angels. They help us with the storm and getting out of it. It doesn't matter what it is, the angels are still there. They're not going to die. They're not going to go away. They're always, always there, just as God. Going back to the plane thing that I've been saying, so the right wing has just been taken off. We have two pilots that can take over at any moment. The front pilot, as I said before, is the best pilot ever. The pilot that can do anything and everything and is responsible. The back one can do whatever a normal person can do. Nothing special about it. There's two things that can happen. The first pilot can take over and you can give all control to him, all fight over the plane and everything. And it's gonna seem like it's going down and go down for a second, but just to get a little bit more air. And everything will pause, everything will be calm, and it will just calm, all the storm will just disappear, and the next thing you know, you'll be flying high in the sky again, flying away and go land and fix up the right wing. If we choose the back person, that's when it gets hard, that's when we get hurt even more. The back person's us. We choose and we fight with the front person about it. We tell the front person, well, hey, just give it to me. Who cares? I got this. I'm got it anyways. They get a little prideful when they think they got this. They think they can do it. They think that they're awesome and all powerful as Jesus themselves. They think they have it all under control. Well, next thing you know, they're going down, and the front person says, no, let me just take it. I can do it. I promise. Just let me do it. Back person still says no. And they keep on going down, they keep on going back and forth like that, and next thing you know, they crash. And they crash hard, and it hurts worse than just a little tear on a plane. The front person is God, in case you didn't get. No, the front person is God. He's all powerful. He takes all our troubles, he just moves it all. He's the best pilot. The plane is our life. Either we're in control of this life, or God's in control of this life.
That's right.
And most of the time, sadly, we choose God, or we choose ourselves, and we let ourselves crash even harder. That's why it hurts even worse. If we choose God, the pain will endure only for a moment. Joy comes into the morning.
Woo!
Matthew 17:20. And Jesus said unto them, because of your unbelief, verily I say unto you, if you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Mark 9:23. Jesus said unto them, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to them that believe it. Believe, that's the key word. It's the miracle word. Believe. It's so simple, that's all we need to do is believe. Trust in our pilot, believe. Believing is the master key to all our problems. I want to end with a song. It's the chorus of the song that I've been listening to over and over, and God's been speaking it to me. If we believe, we can't lose. Even mountains will move. It's my faith, it's my life, this is our battle cry. They can't take us down if we stand our ground. If we live, if we die, we will shout out our battle cry.